ball, boy.
Max Bird here with
Just Taylor.
So, Just, how did the idea of creating the Decatur Blazers come to mind?
Man, I mean, it really just happened. I mean, of course, I got a son. I got a homeboy of mine that we played basketball growing up. He got a son. Man, we were just kicking it one day, just outside, man. Like, man, we gonna sign these boys up for the YMCA, man. We coaching, so we both laughing, like, man, like we ain't, like, man, you ain't gonna cost it, man. We might as well, man. Forget it. I'm a coach. So he ain't believe. We joked about it for a little minute, you know what I mean? Kind of watered down. Then probably like that next week, man, I went to buy some uniforms, man. I didn't even know the kid. We ain't even had no team. I just bought 14 uniforms, man, and a couple of youth smalls and some youth mediums, man. Some little. No, they weren't even reversibles, man. You know, they were just one black, some black and white. You know what I'm saying? So they weren't even reversible, man. Then I ain't even had no name. You know, so I'm like, man, we need a name. So I had sent them a picture. I said, man, look, I got some uniforms, man. And I went up to the Y, like, we gonna get into the, into the rec league. So he like, man, I bet. So I'm like, man, what's the name? So I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm gonna think of something. So I said, man, a couple hours. I said, man, what about Decatur Blazers? So he like, run with it. So I'm like, I got it printed up. Blazers. I got True Football Team, which is my son. Got them all to come play, and I added, my homeboy's son and a few of his cousins. Then we just had one team, and that's how, that's how the Blazers started, right out of the YMCA. And once we started from there, we was kicking butt, like, we was killing everybody, what I'm saying, in our area until a guy named Harold, with D1 Specs. He had like open tournaments on Sundays, and we went and lost by 60 points to a team called DCA. So that kind of like set the trend, what I'm saying, for us, and that kind of motivated me to keep it going.
I'm here with
Tay Barber.
So you and Just been close for a long time. Mm-hmm. Both of y'all coach Decatur Blazers. Mm-hmm. How does it feel to be coaching one of the top 5 programs in the nation?
Man, it's amazing. It's amazing, especially seeing it coming from scratch, like starting from when kids could barely even dribble to now nationally ranked basketball players, and even having a chance to change their family lives in a couple of years when they get older. So it's an amazing feeling, and coaching my son and my nephew and watching them blossom and become the same type of players and stuff that we kind of was. It's an amazing feeling.
And talking about how close y'all are, and I'm talking about your son, now both of your sons are very close.
Right.
True Jordan, 6th grade.
Keyshawn Roberts.
5th grade.
Exactly.
So next year, he'll be coming to Chapel Hill, correct?
He'll be here next year.
How you feel about him coming to Chapel Hill, playing where y'all playing with your friend's son?
And it's going to be magical. It's going to be just like me and him when we play. It's going to be fun. I'm excited. I wish it could have been a year earlier, but I'm excited. I'm happy.
You got it. Thank you. Every time. Attack it! Good shot. Good pass, good shot. Go with it.
Go with it, go with it. Hold it back, boom. There you go.
Thank you. Good pass. Good pass, man. Ball, boy. Way to shoot the ball. Good play. Have a seat. Have a seat. It's full. It's full. Hey, You did it the second time on the steal on the middle. Keep staying there. You're getting a good pass. Now, I'm going to tell you again. You still razzle-dazzling. Just go through them. Just go through them, all right? Look up! Look up! Look up! Oh, my God. Balls and book. Balls and book. Let's go.
Here with
Coach Wayne Wesley.
a few of your players on your middle school team are actually on a top 5 team in the nation.
I am aware that they are a top 5 team in the nation for AAU, and I'm proud of them. I think that they have a good program going on, and it's great to see that our community is put out on the map for everybody to see, because we have a lot of talent in Decatur, especially in this part of Decatur here, where I grew up in a community that I know. It's just rich in history, from Southwest DeKalb to Chapel Hill to all the elementary schools in the county. A lot of people pour their heart, souls into these organizations, into these young men, and I'm just glad they're able to continue their legacy on a national level.
Who are some players we should look out on your team this upcoming season?
This upcoming season, I think that you already have one, Just True Taylor. He's definitely going to be one of the guys that's going to be a staple for us for a long time to come, because he's in 6th grade. But majority of my team is actually 8th graders. We have Braylon Carter. He's a good small forward for us. Nazir Mergen, Keyshawn George. And then we also have another 6th grader by the name of Jacob Reed that I think you're going to have to look out for years to come, along with Just. So they build that chemistry up. I think we'll be seeing you guys a lot more often.
From what you've seen about NGS tournaments, what are your opinions?
I think that the NGS tournaments, I think that they're good because they put a lot of exposure on the young kids. I know when I was growing up, we had the AAU tournaments, but we didn't have the type of exposure. Now that social media is a big thing in the world, they're able to build their own brands and have a following versus having to go to national invitational camps and things of that nature to have their name put out there. Now somebody can go on social media or YouTube or whatever the case is and look up the kid that they want to find out who they're trying to recruit, or whatever the case is, at a higher level. Then now they can see who they are on social media, and then even come to see them play live. So I think that tournament does a great job by exposing our young athletes, especially young black men and other nationalities and cultures as well. But for my specific demographic here in this county, it's just good to see that we're able to shine a good light and a positive image on young black men.
So how does it feel coaching one of the top 5 AAU programs in the nation?
I mean, it took a lot of hard work, man. Like it never came easy. Like I said, with all my boys, I always tell them, man, we want the spotlight. So they ain't gonna do nothing but make you better. You don't want to play no sorry teams. You want to play the best of the best, so you can elevate your game. So I mean, that's what we grind for. That's what we practice for. That's why we go out of town, all across the country, just so we can play the best of the best kids.
And how does it feel that most of those kids go to the middle school you played at, and the coach that coaches at middle school, very well?
I mean, east side of Decatur, man, like we on the map. I mean, at first, we had a lot of good kids come out of Decatur. So I mean, now that we showing that, on the east side of Decatur that we can produce kids. So I mean, that's the nature. Now everybody in the country know about Decatur Blazers from 1st grade all the way to 6th grade.
Here with NGS and certified athletes, and I'm here with
True Taylor.
What team do you play for, True?
I'm playing with Chapel Hill Middle School, but AAU, I'm playing with Decatur Blazers 2029.
Okay, so for AAU, the Decatur Blazers, Y'all are top 5 in the nation. How does that feel having like that target on your back?
Being top 5 feels good because like we beat on like a big circuit. I play like top teams and better top teams in the country and like better kids in the country. So it feels good having that target on my back because I know like other teams that are really not that good are gonna try to come at us and beat us, so they get that exposure.
How does it feel playing at the same middle school your coach played at and your dad?
It feels good playing where my coach and my dad play at because I can carry my dad's legacy because I know when he came here, he was good as well. And also my coach, who used to be a former student athlete here. So it feels good carrying their legacy and see if I can get a chip.
What do you feel like you do best on the court?
What I do best is my shooting ability and my playmaking ability, like getting my teams open on shots.
And outside of basketball, what are some things that you do?
Outside of basketball, I do a lot of academic stuff, like in the classroom and stuff like that.
What was your favorite moment at an NGS tournament?
My favorite NGS tournament when we played Honcho. Unfortunately, we lost against them in the championship, and we got next. And then the next NGS tournament, we beat them by 30 points. So we took it personal then.
I'm here with.
I'm Mari Medhin, and I go to Reed Middle School,
And which AAU team do you play for?
Decatur Blazers 2029.
How does it feel playing for one of the top 5 teams in the nation, number 1 in Georgia?
It feels good, and there's also a lot of pressure on us to win games, to keep that one of the top 5 spots in the country.
It feels like there's always a target on your back.
Yeah, everywhere we go.
How does it feel to play for an AAU program that's so family oriented? Most of y'all coaches grew up together, and now all the players are growing up together. How does that feel?
It feels cool, knowing everybody you playing with and knowing your personnel, maybe give you more chemistry between the team.
What are some things you do in practice to prepare for games?
I work hard. I try to outwork my teammates, and I really playing hard.
What do you feel like you do best on the court?
I feel like the best thing I do is shoot, and I can play good defense. I can also drive, too.
What are some things you do outside of basketball?
Oh, play the game. Sometimes I might just play football with my friends. That's really it.
And what was your favorite moment at an NGS event or your favorite event in general?
Probably when we pulled out a tough game in the Rumble Peach State.
So how was the beginning stages of the program, starting it up from scratch?
Well, I wasn't at the beginning, but I did start coaching early on when we got the 2029 team together. Me and Jess had known each other all of us have known each other for a long time, since about elementary school and middle school. So, our sons were born right at the same time. They knew each other already. And I was kind of hesitant to bring my son in, but he kept convincing me. And I brought him, and then finally he was like, come on, coach with me and everything, since I already do it. And I started then when they were like in first, second grade, and it's been history since.
Just how does it feel seeing everyone's growth and development in the basketball world?
It's good. I mean, it's really priceless. It's you getting to see your kids grow up together, doing something y'all used to, we used to love doing, and then we get to see how they are and how good they are. I think they're a little bit better than us. But it's just good to see, man. I support them 100%. And anytime we play, we want to win, but it's still, it's still family at the end of the day.
I know there's a lot of pressure for y'all because y'all are one of the top 5 ranked teams in the nation in 6th grade, 2029. How do y'all deal with that going in tournament to tournament, knowing teams are coming at y'all?
I mean, it's kind of you get used to it, par for the course. If you're going to be good, you got to expect other kids and other teams that's good that want to play you and want to knock you off. So it's not really a pressure. I mean, it's doing what we love to do, and I feel like if we prepare the right way, we get the boys ready. It's no such thing as pressure.
What are your expectations for this year, AAU-wise, Decatur Blazers?
AAU-wise, I just to compete and get better. You know, like I said, it's AAU, and especially them being only in 6th grade, it's not the end-all, be-all. So, you know, for me in particular, I always look at development and, you know, how we're doing stacking up against the best versus where we need to be. And that just gives you time to, you know, go back to the drawing board, reassess, and refocus and retool. So just growth, and, you know, hopefully by us preparing and working hard and trying to grow, we'll wind up at the top.
What tournaments do you think help your players grow the best or get them the most competition or exposure?
There's a couple. So for Atlanta, definitely something like Rumble in the Peach State. We always love that one. It's always tough. We definitely like Magic City, the balling on the beaches. You know, those in particular, those are the ones where you know everybody's going to be there. So those are the ones you don't want to miss. And, you know, it's kind of hard to justify even missing them because if you want to call yourself a top team, if you want to play the best, you really can't say you are if you don't go to those. So.
What are a few players we should be looking out for on Decatur Blazers 2029?
Look out for all of them, man. They all working. They all working hard. They all getting better. They all coming.
What tournaments do you believe have provided the most exposure and competition for the Decatur Blazers?
Balling on the beach, Magic City, the Invite, of course, NGS. Let's see, Junior Phenom. I mean, just to name a few. All those tournaments helped us build our brand.
What was your favorite NGS event?
Man, all of them, man, just because all of them bring something different. Because now, since I have like 6 teams, so I mean, 2029 may have a good showing, and then the next tournament you may kind of water down for the 2029. But the 4th grade, 3rd grade, maybe some powerhouse teams. So, I mean, all of them, you know, have their impact.
Who are some players we should be looking out for this year?
All my teams, all my players killers. So I can't even really just, you know, name one particular player. Everybody can go. I can't go wrong who I put in the game.
What do you want everyone to know about the Decatur Blazers?
Man, we're the best youth program in the country. I don't feel like no one's going to produce the kids the way that we are. I mean, you can just look at the track record all on the internet from 6th grade all the way down. We got the best kids. And like I said, if you want to be a part of the Decatur Blazers, get with us. We ain't hard to find. We everywhere.